Hi, I'm back as I promised, and I'm going to cover some of my intimate self care and self pleasure routines that help me reconnect with my yoni after finding out that I had herpes. Now, ladies, I'm just going to assume that the ladies are here and it's the ladies with herpes that are here, right? We have herpes, and the last thing we want is to feel dirty. That's one of the limiting beliefs that a lot of us in the community have. I have herpes, I'm dirty. And I love to tell women, if you're dirty, I believe you because that's what you tell yourself. But it's not the herpes that makes you dirty because I'm far from dirty. Anyway, moving forward. For me, it was important to do everything for myself and take care of my yoni in a way that rejects the word dirty. Now, I suffered with back to back BV and yeast infections. And this was one last thing I wanted to worry about having herpes, you know? I don't want to have to worry about BV yeast infections and a herpes outbreak. It's just the last thing that's on my mind. Bacterial vaginosis, aka BV, is due to the imbalance of good and harmful bacteria found in our yonis. An acidic pH is unhealthy pH. Normal vaginal pH level is 3.8 to 4.5. And I'm going to go over some cause and preventions. Semen is alkaline and can cause BV. So if you have your boyfriend or your partner and you're trying to figure out why you keep getting back-to-back BV, it probably has something to do with your significant other. Antibiotics kill bad and good bacteria, which gives room for more bacteria to grow. Do not douche. Vaginas are self-cleaning, and when you douche, it encourages the growth of harmful bacteria. Keep perfumes away from your yoni. Before using the bathroom, wash your hands or sanitize. And this is why this is important. You spend all day touching everything, and the last thing you probably touch is your phone. Your phone is dirtier than a toilet seat if you're not constantly sanitizing it. So you go into the bathroom, you have your phone, you put your phone in your pocket, you're touching the bathroom door, then you're using the bathroom, you're taking the tissue and you're wrapping it on your hands and you're putting that on your yoni. That's no bueno. Do not allow anyone to perform oral sex without flossing and brushing their teeth. Do not allow anyone to finger you without washing their hands and nails. When you're washing your vagina, never put anything inside of it. Always wash the outside. And if you're on your period and you feel like you want to use some soap down there, again, don't put it inside of your vagina. And Smoothie Skincare line, I'm going to put their link in the description as well. Makes this amazing Yoni bar that is to fight BV and yeast infections. So it's perfect. Ladies, you want to keep your yoni breathable. So wear cotton underwears. Sleep with no underwears at night. Also, this is also good for ingrown hair prevention. So again, having herpes, the last thing we want is an extra bump, right? So if you want to prevent ingrown hairs, exfoliation, don't wear tight clothes, don't wear tight underwear, and again, keep your yoni breathable. Now, some intimate self-care rituals you can practice is yoni steaming. Do not neglect yourself in the wintertime. You have to feel sexy to be able to show up sexy. Create yourself a shower routine. Now, some foods. There are foods that make you smell good, taste good from the inside out. You are what you eat, ladies. and you also smell like what you eat. Now, these are not foods associated with the prevention or the fight against a herpes outbreak. These are only foods to do with intimate self-care. I'm going to do another video that touches on the types of foods you should be eating to prevent or to fight or during a herpes outbreak. But moving forward, this is also good for ladies without herpes. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So, water, not a food, but it's vital. If your body is dehydrated, your yoni will be dehydrated. Water helps keep you lubricated. Water will boost your energy. Water will also increase your blood circulation. You want to eat probiotic foods, fermented foods, or take a daily probiotic. Some probiotic foods are yogurt, kimchi, miso, kombucha. You want to eat foods high in omega-3 fatty acids which helps your blood flow circulation and can also help your sex drive, dryness, and cramps, such as salmon, flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts. Again, we're supposed to stray away from nuts having herpes. I'll touch on that in another video, but let's keep it moving. For fertility, beta carotene and vitamin A. You can find that in sweet potatoes. Soy is also good for vaginal dryness, and it reduces estrogen. Dark leafy greens are perfect. They are blood purifying. They help with circulation, vaginal dryness. They increase stimulation. They help with vaginal muscles, such as kale, collard, spinach, chards. Avocados, they are libido boosting. They help with your sex drive. They enhance lubrication and strengthen your vaginal walls. Food high in vitamin C, strawberries, peppers, citrus. They boost your immune system, lower vaginal pH, and improve your sex drive. Bad foods, processed foods. They depress the immune system. And I know this is about just self-care and wanting to smell good, but this also goes back to us having herpes. We always want to keep our immune system high. When our immune system drops, it's less likely to try to fight the virus, and an outbreak might show up. So let's keep our immune systems intact. Also, processed food is a breeding ground for bacteria growth. Sugar kills good bacteria. Sugar's the opposite of a probiotic, and it disrupts the gut flora. Red meat has a tendency to cause a stench down there, and coffee does too. Anyway, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Do your own research on vaginal self-care. I am going to do another video on focusing on us having herpes and the foods that we should be eating and shouldn't be eating, or should try to avoid, that might go against some of the foods that I listed today when it comes to intimate self-care and the food we should eat to smell and taste good from the inside out. Moving forward, I just want to cover some self-pleasure tips. If you're here, you've probably seen the Disconnected from My Vagina video, and I touched on vagina. Self-pleasure is key when it comes to restoring your numb vagina. Mapping out your inner tissues to check for numbness. Now understand, think about your foot, right? If your foot goes numb, you don't feel it. And then when you start to move it, you feel pain. And then after the pain, you feel pleasure. It's going to work the same way with your vagina, with your yoni. So when you're mapping it out and you're touching every area and you're trying to find the areas in your yoni that are numb, and you come across it, and then you play with it a little bit, apply pressure, you're going to feel pain before you feel pleasure. The pleasure is going to come right after the pain. So push through, ladies. Self-pleasure helps you become more present with your body. It activates different parts of your brain and your nervous system. So I do have a few suggestions for you. My favorite sexual empowerment coach, Dr. Shelly, I'm going to put her Instagram handle in the description box. Another woman that has helped me on my journey to reconnecting with my yoni is Layla Martin. She does have a YouTube channel. That is how I found her. I'm going to put her YouTube link in the description box. She has a wonderful playlist. One playlist is called For the Magical Woman. Another playlist is called Sublime Self-Care. Mind you, I will put this all underneath in the description box. Again, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to post the foods to avoid and foods to eat for us women with herpes outside of trying to smell and taste good from the inside out. My name is Shayna Singleton, self-love coach, herpes advocate, plant-based chef, and I'm here to slay the stigma. Peace, love, and light.